What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, March 5th, 2019. Litecoin moving today. Wanted to do a quick video. We're still here in Miami, but I couldn't help but do a video. So, real quick, since I'm not used to doing live streams from bad internet in a hotel, I'm going to give it a second to make sure this is working. So, let me just go and check on my end. And if you're in here, and if you can hear me, please let me know. Okay. We got some people. All right, everybody can hear me. That's awesome. Go figure. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody feeling? Litecoin's just doing its thing, right? Up 17%. The market in general is up, right? Litecoin again leading the way. Litecoin leading the way. So I hope my internet is okay. All right, so we're going to talk about Litecoin in this video. I'm going to make it short because I can't stay long. But I'm going to do my best here. So I want to start off this, please be patient with me. I want to start off this video by saying happy birthday to Sarah. Sarah today, March 5th, it's her birthday. Sarah, I love you, babe. You're awesome. Thank you for marrying me this year. Last year, 2018. You're a huge blessing to me, babe, and just so happy to have you in my life. So happy birthday to you. And that was my live stream shout out to my wife on her birthday. Maybe next year's will be better. But many of you know Sarah. Many of you love Sarah. And so that's it. So everybody, we're gonna jump into Litecoin, and I wasn't gonna do a video, but somebody DM'd me on Twitter, and I never replied. But they said, "Are you no videos?" I don't think they know that I was on vacation, but I really haven't been doing videos just because I've been so busy. But here it is, LTCBTC pair, and just making moves. I tweeted March 3rd, 2 days ago. I said 4-hour chart, Litecoin, LTC, BTC, checking in on LTC every once in a while. Support off of 50 EMA. The blue line could set up for strong move to upside. So I tweeted that, and you can see on the screen a little, you can't really actually probably see it, but this 50 EMA, this blue line on the 4-hour chart, when we're hovering just above it, in my mind, and this is kind of why I do technical analysis, in my mind, what was going to happen is if we saw support at the 50 EMA, based on the trajectory of Litecoin, based on how Litecoin moves, in my mind, we were most likely going to break previous swing high, right? So here's LTC BTC chart, which I'm going to start with, and then I'll go to LTC USD pair. But when I tweeted this on March 3rd, I guess we were probably right above the 50 EMA in the 4-hour, right around here. So I was looking for two things. I was looking for support on the 50 EMA, the blue line, but I was also looking for I was tracking this head and shoulders, right? And this isn't the first time on the 4-hour that Litecoin has done this. A possible setup for head and shoulders, right, for a downtrend, but it just doesn't happen because Litecoin sees support at a critical level, bounces up, and doesn't even actually approach, in this case, the neckline down here. So I was tracking that. I wanted to see if we even tested the 200 EMA confluent with this neckline down here for potential head and shoulders, right? So here's the left shoulder, here's the head, here's the right shoulder. Here would have been the right shoulder down to the neckline, breaking this key support at the 200 EMA and then down. I was anticipating that, but we never even got to the setup where we actually were even testing the neckline. So that was important to me. But the first thing that was important to me was to watch the support of Litecoin above the 50 EMA on LTCBTC pair, and you see we got it, right? I tweeted like probably right around here. We came down and tested it, and boom, we bounced off. So it played up really nice into our technical analysis. So that's LTC-BTC pair. It's awesome to see kind of Litecoin continuing to dominate in the markets. We can go, before we get to that 4-hour chart, we can actually just, for context, so we have here, since that swing low back in December, Litecoin currently, as I do this video, up around 144%. So, you know, the last few months have been insane for Litecoin in terms of potentially leading the bulls out of this bear market, and we've talked about that so many times on this channel, and we'll revisit that in a second to take a look at what that looks like. But Litecoin on the 4-hour, here's kind of what I'm looking at right now. We talked about in the last technical analysis video, essentially two upward trending channels, right? We have this longer term upward trending channel, and this is the 4-hour chart. So here's that low back in December, and since then we've just had a series of higher highs and higher lows, right? You see this rising wedge in Litecoin, but most recently we had even a shorter term rising wedge. It's like a new channel at the upper half of this long term channel, right? So here's the upper half of this channel and the rising wedge there. So we have some higher highs, higher lows. You see this momentum of Litecoin building itself above the 4-hour charts and the 50 EMA on that 4-hour chart, which is huge in kind of this reversal, this flattening out of Litecoin in this bear market bottom that we've been talking about, right? So if we want to see this leveling out and the momentum shift, it's going to start on the 4-hour chart. It's going to start with key support above the 50 EMA, which we're seeing right now. So if we go to the daily chart on Litecoin, one thing that I just want to point out is, actually there's a couple of things I want to point out. Number one, let's do this. I want to go back to that last bear market. Let me move this. So we go back to this last bear market where we've talked about so much on this channel, and essentially we talked about Litecoin led the market out of that bear market in 2015. It led Bitcoin out of that bear market. It gave clues to the end of the bear market before any other cryptocurrency gave any clues. And this is what it looked like coming out. Litecoin was just dominating. So Litecoin dominating back then. But here is that initial move above the 50 EMA. Here's that initial move above the 50 EMA on the daily charts. And we had such a similar move in the last few weeks this time around. So to put it, you know, exactly how it played out back then, you have Litecoin moving above the 50 EMA. So my Wi-Fi is terrible, isn't it? So Litecoin moving above the 50 EMA and then eventually above the 200 EMA, this pink line, huge move for Litecoin, especially if you want to see the 50 EMA cross above the 200 EMA. Something that needs to happen, something that will happen whenever we exit this bear market. So crossing above the 200 EMA, you have 25 days after crossing above the 50 EMA. So what I want to do is real quick, just kind of go where we are now, today, and get a sense of what we're looking at. And I apologize, everybody. This video is probably, the Wi-Fi is probably so bad. The Wi-Fi is not working. So 50 EMA cross, similar to that last bear market, and now we have a 200 EMA cross. We haven't closed above it yet. That's what we're waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for, and I'm really waiting for a whole candle close, a full body candle above the 200 EMA. So what I want to compare this to, which is interesting to me, is if you look at where we got that 50 EMA cross back on February 8th to where we're getting this current 200 EMA potential cross is 25 days. So we always talk about the similarities. We always talk about the similarities in this bear market and Litecoin and its move, and it's just so consistent, even still, almost to the day. So I really want to see how this plays out. This cross above the 200 EMA. I want to see how we close. But I just kind of wanted to share with you some things I'm looking for. Currently, another interesting thing to watch right now is as Litecoin trades right around 52.90 on this chart, we're really at a previous swing high. So that's our first obvious area of resistance. Want to see how we fare approaching the next Fibonacci retracement higher high, that 1618. Want to see if we can reach that $60 area. That would be a higher high in this upward trend, in this rising wedge. So those are my thoughts. I got to get off this live stream because I'm probably going to end up deleting it because the quality is so bad, apparently. But I wanted to try my best to get something out there for everybody. If you were able to watch this, let me know your thoughts, how you're making out there. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming by. I will see you all in the next video. Have a good day, and God bless.